My passion and my vision developed mainly from my childhood and some specific events in my life. As a child, I suffered from incurable allergies to just about everything. My earliest memories are of recurrent bloody noses and literally chronic sinus infections. Doctors told my parents that I was an undiagnosed diabetic due to frequent night terrors and hypoglycemic episodes that I still remember in vivid detail to this day. So my childhood was anything but healthy. My mom was a nurse and she worked for an ENT, so I was right in the middle of the typical medical approach. As early as I can remember, I was constantly visiting medical doctors and taking prescription and over-the-counter medications on a daily basis. So here I was, 17 years old, sicker than I'd ever been, and all the doctors could offer me was to take medications the rest of my life or have surgery to break my nose and scrape my sinuses out. At the time, I had started dating my wife and couldn't imagine spending the rest of my life taking drugs. What that would do to my family life and to the possibility of having kids, and how that would affect me achieving all of my other goals. I asked my mom what I could do to not only help myself, but to help others regain their health without just taking pills or cutting organs out. I'd never been to a chiropractor before, but I was fascinated right away with the idea that the body is designed to heal itself, but all we have to do is find and remove the interference. So I got through undergrad and chiropractic school and went into practice at the age of 24 in Mobile with no family anywhere near and my wife pregnant with our first son. By that point, just by getting adjusted regularly, my allergies had almost completely disappeared. I saw that chiropractic was more powerful than any other health profession. Not just because of the incredible results I saw from me and my family, but daily in my practice, with dramatic turnarounds and often complete resolution of all kinds of other conditions, from arthritis and muscle diseases to asthma, ADD, depression, migraines, high blood pressure, thyroid dysfunction, even cancer. It simply doesn't matter what the problem is. People just get well when they apply what we teach. Yet it wasn't until late in 2007 that I felt the urgency to get out and reach people wherever they were. Before that, I lived for myself and my family. But tragedy has a powerful way of making you assess what's really important in life. So that's when we had our second son, Owen. He was born, great pregnancy, healthy, perfect APGAR scores. And 3 weeks later, my wife called me on my way home from the office because he had stopped breathing. So I rushed home and just barely beat the ambulance there. And that was the last time I got to feel him. So we found out that he died from an undetected atrial defect in his heart. And, so that uncontrollable circumstance that everybody, thinks about but doesn't think it would ever actually happen to them, that happened to us. And that was the moment that I realized how fragile and delicate life really was. And knowing the pain of it firsthand, I committed myself to doing whatever it took to keep others from losing their loved ones too, early and in most cases unnecessarily. I tell you this because that became my driving force. Every day I wake up and I try to think of the ways I can reach more people, to help them know and understand what it's going to take for them to live life to their maximum potential. It's quite simple. The first principle is maximum nerve supply. God put the brain in charge of every cell, tissue, and organ in the entire body, and nothing happens outside of the control of the brain and the nerve system. That power flows from above down, inside out, to keep every cell functioning so your body can operate at maximum efficiency. For your heart to beat, your lungs to breathe, for your immune system to destroy cancer, for love and emotions to be carried out. The brain does all of this out of the intelligence that God put inside of you. Unless that brain-to-body connection is completely clear of all interference from the spine or anything else, it's impossible for you to operate in good health. The second essential is removing toxins from the body. These toxins from the millions of drugs and the processed foods we're consuming destroy cells and keep your nervous system from doing its job. The third essential is maximizing quality nutrients. By consuming the right foods and the right fluids God designed for the body and supporting the body with high quality whole food supplements when necessary, it allows your body to work the way that God designed it to work. The fourth essential is about maximizing movement, lean muscle, and oxygen, which is primarily through exercise. The body is built to move and doesn't work well at all when you limit movement. In fact, movement is the primary means of telling if something is alive or dead. When you put all of these together, it's the perfect setup for the fifth essential, which is maximizing your mind through strong relationships and living for a purpose and a mission. We were all designed to be here with a specific purpose in our life, but we cannot fulfill that purpose God put us here for if we don't have our health. So my passion is to see everyone living the fullness of the life that God intended for them to live. I want to see babies born without birth trauma at delivery, to see children grow up with amazing health, with their organs developing perfectly because their body is working at full potential. I'm passionate to help parents set good examples for health, excited about the future they can lead with their family. I want to see grandparents able to not only see, but experience life with their grandkids and even their great-grandkids through following the 5 simple essentials. Incredible health and freedom to live life is not just possible, it's absolutely expected. I'm committed to giving everything to share what I know and to help whoever I can, to protect life and to maximize potential.